DarthNiko Games, always family friendly. Hello YouTube, welcome back to DarthNiko Games. If you remember last video, I did a speedrun of Wii Sports boxing, and it was an absolute blast to do. Now, I would love to build the community around this run, so this video is a strategy guide for it. I hope you guys enjoy. If you don't know what speedruns are, they are simply trying to complete a game or a set of goals within a game as fast as possible. That being said, in this run called the Boxing 0 to Champion run, the goal is to go from 0 skill level to beating the champion Matt, who appears once you have at least 1,500 skill level. My first run probably took about 45 minutes, but now my record is around 35 minutes. My personal goal is to get it under 30 minutes, and 25 minutes is probably the best possible time for this run. Obviously, to go as fast as possible, we want to play in as few matches as possible. Remember that the skill level is 1,500? The maximum skill level that you can gain in a match ordinarily is 75. Now, if you gained exactly 75 skill level each match, you would reach 1,500 in exactly 20 matches. Then you would beat the champion, making for a 21 match run. Unfortunately, while it is easy to get 75s early on, it becomes near impossible to get a perfect 75 later in the run. In fact, I myself have never even done a 22 match run. All my runs are 23s. Fortunately, it should be possible to pull off a 22 match run, but to do that, you'll need full mastery of all three punches: the jab, the uppercut, and the hook. The jab is the quickest punch of the three, and it's also the most used. It is the weakest punch though, but it's very easy to make powerful combos using just jabs. Next is the uppercut. The uppercut is slower and more powerful, and used for knockout blows and for breaking through your opponent's defenses, since it's harder to block. Lastly, the hook. The hook is so slow that it's only good for knockout blows when you get this slow-mo near-miss thingy. When you have from 0 to 365 skill level, the key is to just keep punching. These opponents are weak and will barely block any of your punches. I find that alternating jabs to the face and body is rather effective. Princess Rescuer, who currently holds second place in this category, used this strategy for his entire run, not just the first parts. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. This may seem like an obvious tip for boxing, but don't get hit. Getting hit severely decreases your chances of KOing your opponent the first time you knock them down. When you reach 365 skill level to 580 skill level, there's less room for error if you want to get a first down KO. Opponents will start to throw a few punches sporadically, so be ready to dodge. Other than that, there are no major strategy changes, just keep punching. At 580 to 850 skill level, opponents will start to block your punches. Find their openings with jabs or use uppercuts to open them up. When hit by an uppercut, your opponent will tend to lose their defense, making them vulnerable to a flurry of jabs. Also, now would be the time to start timing. Timing is a technique in which you move from side to side in order to draw near-miss punches. At this stage of the run, I mostly try to break defenses with uppercuts and jabs, but when I just can't get through my opponent's defenses, I try timing. Knowing when to switch between timing and defense breaking is one of the most important parts of this run. When you reach 850 to 1050 skill level, opponents will begin to punish your mistakes harshly. This is where the run begins to get rough. If you do poorly in a match, your opponents could knock you down and/or come back up a third time. Also, the worse you do, the fewer skill level you get. watch out for having to have a 24 or 25 match run. Timing becomes more effective at this level, and breaking defenses less so. This is where I go about half and half with the techniques. It's also worth noting that there is another category of boxing speedrun in which you just go to pro. The record for that is 13 minutes, and my record is 18 minutes. It's a good run to try out if you don't have quite as much time to kill. The bulk of this run comes from when you have between 1050 and 1500 skill level. These matches are long, ranging from about 2 minutes to even 5 minutes if you do poorly. Another important strategy is starting over. If you begin a match poorly, don't be afraid to start over. This is a legal strategy that can even save your run. Also, on a hook, your opponent is susceptible to some serious damage. These are some of the best times to strike. Once you get to 1500, get ready to face Matt. Against Matt, I only use timing, with barely any defense breaking. Matt will throw punch after punch, so strike only when he's very open. His punches land for lots of damage, so be careful to not get hit. Once you beat Matt, congratulations, you have finished your speedrun. Let me know if the guide was useful in the comments. I think that this is a great speedrun for beginners, even though it uses only motion controls. If you haven't tried this run yet, give it a shot. It's actually very fun to do. Anyway, like the video if you like the video, comment if you so choose, and subscribe to join the dark side. Have a great day.